Oh, wow.
I have a neck and hands.
Just into
You're invisible now.
Yeah. What a
I
vibe.
like that.
So you guys know that?
You're good.
So you guys know that Vine, the Harry Potter one, where he's like, my dick fell off.
And you can't see it, or what was
No,
he
he's
wearing?
like, he puts on the invisible cape.
Ah.
And someone made a Vine. He's like, my dick fell off.
It's gone. Period.
We're live.
Oh.
Okay, hey, what's good, y'all? It's TJ the DJ. Y'all are tuning in to Pop Austin Media. We got a special guest in the building, Raven Goes Wild, here in the studio.
Hello.
How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm good. I'm
Nice.
chilling.
Vibes,
good day.
vibes.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, chilling. Yeah, I've been dealing with this weather, really. Like, allergies. Like, I know everyone is having allergies right now. Are you?
Yeah. There's like a stomach bug going around too, or like a
Oh.
cold. I don't know. Everyone's been getting sick, but they're only sick for like 2 days.
Yeah, how weird. I don't know what goes on here. It's so annoying. Nice. Well, let's start from the beginning. So, where are you originally from?
I'm from Austin.
Nice.
Born
True
and raised.
Austinite.
Yes.
You're the unicorn.
Yes.
I love it. Nice. And how was your childhood growing up here?
It was good. Austin is a lot different now. It's very, I don't want to say congested or like overpopulated, even though that's the word I want to use, but
It definitely is.
it used to be more of like a homey, like, what's the phrase, like treat your neighbor, like, or treat everyone like they're your neighbor. It used to be more like that here. I don't know how deep you want me to get into like
No, definitely.
your
Say
trauma
what you
dump.
want.
But I mean, relating to Austin, that's really the biggest change is like the people. It's a lot different people now. Just
Yeah.
a different type of local now that Californians have moved in and just kind of from everywhere. I think
Yeah.
it was 2013 when Austin was voted the #1 city to live in the U.S. And that's when the giant influx started.
Yeah, and everyone just started moving here.
Yeah.
Man, it takes forever to get downtown.
Yeah.
Like, it takes forever to be downtown and go like from one place to another. Just
Yeah.
think about that. Like,
Yeah.
Ugh, there's so many people. Feel that. So, what type of crowd did you hang around with? Like growing up in high school?
I was a very athletic kid. I played pretty much every sport. Oh, I have a hair on my face right here. I can't get rid of. I keep seeing it.
Stick it in there.
I played like every sport that you can think of. I think the longest one I played was like swimming. I was a swimmer for like 10 years.
Dope.
We just have the best weather for swimming here. I think that's like a very popular sport. Did like soccer, basketball, baseball, track, all of it, volleyball.
Nice.
But I don't know, when I was in high school, I wasn't in high school for very long, but when I was in high school, I was kind of like, what do they call them? Like floaters, where they just merge with every single group. I was friends with like few of the emo kids, few of the band kids, few of the popular kids, like the outcasts, kind of just friends with everybody. I feel like I
Nice.
floated around a lot.
Yeah, I love that. I think I was kind of the same way. So, and I feel like it's good because you never know who you're going to be. You never know who someone else is going to be. It's all love. Treat everybody the way you'd want to be treated.
Yeah.
Period. And so did you attend college?
No, I did not. I dropped out of high school halfway through my sophomore year. So I was only in high school for about a year and a half. I was pretty heavily bullied throughout middle school and then into high school as well. It kind of followed me. And yeah, it got to the point, I don't want to get into like too far into this, but my dad didn't feel safe with me going to school anymore. I was getting like death threats and stuff.
Oh my God.
So he pulled me out. I was supposed to do like an online school thing, but I was working as well. So I just didn't have time to do both. And I ended up taking my GED like 2 years later.
Okay.
So, just a GED.
Nice. No, definitely. And I feel like a lot of kids go through those situations. Like my brother's just going into high school right now. And he has a good amount of friends that he tells me about that are getting bullied and don't want to come to school anymore and are really trying to commit suicide. So it's really a big thing, and a lot of people go through it. So I'm sorry you went through that because I would hate. Yeah, if someone was bullying anyone in my high school, I would get really mad. Like I would definitely stick up for them. So I wish
feel
I went
like-
to school with you.
I feel like now cyberbullying is really bad. That's like when I was in high school is kind of when it was getting into that, like Instagram bullying or like Snapchat, that kind of stuff. I had like people make Snapchat group chats about me. It was like all people just talking bad about me. And now I feel bad for kids that are going in and like this is all they know. Like they never went to school where people didn't have phones, or like majority people didn't have phones.
Yeah.
And now it's a big problem.
Yeah. And people have no filter on the internet. They just say whatever they want.
Or they can
whether-
hide behind their phone, say whatever they want. Yeah.
Or a fake profile.
Yep. That's
so crazy. So, when did you get into modeling officially?
Right when I turned 18. I think I knew when I was younger, I always wanted to get in some sort of content creation, whether it was like spicy content or like regular modeling. But yeah, right when I turned 18, I think I made like a secondary Twitter account and I started selling pictures to like my followers and that was like way before OnlyFans and all that. And then yeah, I guess I started doing like some photo shoots with people, some like nude photo shoots, and then just kind of stuck with it over the years.
Nice. Were you doing the feet pics also?
I didn't actually do feet pics. I don't have like a big demand for feet stuff.
Dang, you're crazy, because I had a lot of friends that were like, yeah, I started out doing feet pics.
I think I just went like full send. I started doing like just nudes, all of it. Like, just
You're like
all
0 to
of it.
100.
I was like, fuck it. Just all.
I love it. Oh my gosh. So what was your first photo shoot? Your first, I guess, I don't want to say official, but professional photo shoot.
I definitely had photo shoots done before I was 18, but they weren't like NSFW.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not NSFW. But oh my God, probably like, I want to say like 16.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing like some Instagram photos with some like local photographers, but I didn't get really heavily into it until after 18. Started doing more and more, like reaching out to other photographers or having them reach out to me to want to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So would they just reach out through like social media? That was the easiest way.
I feel like most of the time, yeah, social media. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. I never signed with like an agency or anything, or maybe like a friend of a friend was like, oh hey, I have a new photographer friend. He's looking to shoot some models. But yeah, usually social media.
Nice. And was it weird, that first shoot? I know first photo shoots can be odd. I don't know. They can be.
Yeah. I feel like definitely when I was under 18 and like just kind of, everyone's getting comfortable with their bodies and like just being in front of a camera and not being the one taking the photo. There's definitely a lot of insecurities. If I look back on those photos too, I'm like, oh my God, I look so insecure and awkward and like just scared. But now, I've definitely had a lot of weird experiences with photographers, like just creepy, weird, like dudes will hit me up and they have like 3 followers and they're like, I would love to shoot with you. I'm like, what?
Like, who are
the fuck
you?
are you? I don't even know.
Who are you?
You have like, it's like, and it says like new Instagram account. You can like even see too, they just made it. You're like, what?
Like a creeper.
Why would I just rationally, why would I choose to work with you? Like, I almost want to DM them back and be like, convince me, like, show me your work that's so spectacular that only 3 people follow you.
Right. I'm here with a report. Fake profile.
I usually just like don't respond. But if it is like a real profile, now I do respond and I'm like, oh hey, sorry, I don't shoot with any new photographers now. I've just had too many bad experiences, and it's usually just not worth it for me to like try to work with someone new unless they have like some crazy specialty of something. But otherwise, no, I don't really work with anyone new anymore.
What's the worst photo shoot you've had?
Oh,
Like a horror story.
Okay, I have one, but he's an Austin local, so I'm not going to say his name. This was about a year and a half ago, I want to say. And I had a photographer friend that I had previously shot with, and he was doing a collab event with another photographer. And he was like, oh, pull up, whenever you want. There's a bunch of other models here. We'll just be shooting like a bunch of stuff. I was like, cool, okay. So I show up, and it's like very unorganized. There's people like running around and just it's very bad.
Not it.
It took the photographer an hour and a half to get set up to shoot, like to start shooting. I had already been there an hour and a half just like waiting. And we get some pictures. and then I go and shoot with like the regular photographer that I had. The horror story doesn't start until after I left. He started sending me like messages of him, I guess, texting some girl that he was talking to, and she was like talking about how big his what is and like how great it is and all that stuff, and he's sending me like the screenshots of her messages. He's like, just wanted to like leave these here for you, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, like I don't really care about that. I'm not interested in you. Like it was,
you're like, where are my
weird
pictures?
Yeah, I was like, can I have my photos back? And then he tried to charge me for them, which he didn't say he was gonna do. He was like, oh, it's a free like a trade shoot.
And you already had to wait there for an hour and a half. Like, that's just not even what
he was trying to charge me like $200 or something for my photos, and I was like, no, like you told me they were gonna be free.
But I bet you if you would have responded and been like, oh yeah, it's big, he would have been like, for free.
For
like,
real.
get out of here.
Yeah.
That is so annoying. People are so weird. Guys, don't be creeps. For real. It's just weird.
It's not appreciated.
Mm-mm.
It's too common now. It's too common. It happens all the time.
Ugh. It's like you're ready for it. Anyways.
Yeah, you're preparing for it now.
Yeah. So what's your favorite photo shoot to do? Like, what type?
Ooh. I've been into shibari lately. I have a really good friend who is like super. Do you know what shibari is?
Mm-mm.
It's like Japanese rope tying.
Okay.
It's like the people where they're like bondage. Or it doesn't always have to be bondage, but it could be like decorative.
Okay.
But she's a very good rope artist, and she has been doing some photo shoots with me where she like tie me up, and then I'll have my regular photographer shoot. Mm-hmm. And oh my god, it's just like the best accessory for like if you're just wearing some nice lingerie and then you have like some rope on top of it. I don't know.
So does she give like, is it like different colors? Does she put like, with like,
Yeah.
I've seen with bows too, and I thought that's cute.
She has we just did this one where I was wearing like white flowery lingerie, which is very opposite of like my aesthetic. But I was like, I'm just gonna go for this. I'm gonna wear something new, and it was giving very like maiden, like on the cottage kind of vibes. And she used this like brown, almost like what's the word? Just like a very neutral brown color, like a tan, and it just looked so good. Oh my god,
Nice.
very
Yeah.
different from my normal kind of shoots, but. Yeah, that one was really fun.
And how do your normal shoots go? Or do you usually like, is it like, do you stick to like darker colors or?
Yeah, my favorite color is black, obviously. And I normally shoot for like purples, dark blue, black, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been branching out lately. I've been trying to do some different stuff, different vibes, like white stockings and like cozy socks and stuff. I feel like I need to mix it up a little bit. All of my content for the last like 3 years has been just grungy, dark, gothic.
Yeah.
I need to mix it up a little bit. I need to do something different.
I definitely feel that, but hey, the original is always good. Always.
Yeah.
You can always
gotta
go back to the original.
Yeah.
Facts. I love it. So, who are some of your favorite photographers to work with?
I have a local one. His name is George. I think his Instagram right now is I11U. And I've worked with him for a little over a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. And he just has good vibes. He's one of the only guys I know that is like super nice, never weird, never creepy, just knows how to pose people, knows how to like hype them up during the shoot. And I love working with him, and he gets the photos back to you like the next day. He's like, here you go, all of them. I love him. And then I recently started working with a friend of mine from Twitch who shoots EDM artists. Normally he goes to like raves, but he also does some like portraits and stuff, and his name is Shoot Your Shot TV.
Shoot your shot.
He's awesome. I love him. I've been flying him out. Well, we have a plan for like a monthly event that we're gonna do. We're gonna like fly him down, shoot with like a bunch of models. The goal is to get like 30 days worth of content, so he can just come in like once a month. I can be posting all of those 30 days.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I've been working with him. I just worked with him 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
And I love the photos already. I can't wait to post them.
Nice. We can't wait to see. Shout out Shoot Your Shot and George for not being creeps and being professional.
Yes.
We love it. So, do you have any favorite models you like to collaborate with?
I actually don't do a ton of collabs. Not that I don't want to. I don't know. Opportunities haven't really arisen. As for like spicy content stuff, I've always just worked with like my partners. But let me think. Who have I worked with? Trippy Lid is definitely a favorite of mine. She lives in Las Vegas. She's on Instagram at Trippy Lid. Freaking awesome person. So sweet, so genuine, so nice. Just very generous, giving, genuine person.
Nice. Love that.
Super, super sweet. And she has like beautiful tattoos. She always has like different colored hair. Oh, I love her.
Man, was she the one with like the orange, red hair or something like that on your page? I was like, love that wig.
Oh, I don't know if we have any pictures together right now on Instagram. We've only done like spicy stuff together, but
okay. I love it. I love it. So what's your favorite content to create for OnlyFans?
Ooh, like videos or just in general?
What? I guess both.
Both. Okay. Video wise, I love filming like boy girl videos with my partner because I love when you can see the passion in between my partner and I and just like real, genuine like love. Like it's not like you're watching porn where it's just like two people hired to like fuck each other, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not the style of content that I like to consume. So when I I find myself editing videos and I'm like, dang, that's kind of hot.
You're like, hold on, let me stop real quick.
And yeah, I think I love filming like just boy girl videos. And sometimes it's hard because you're like, oh, I just want to be able to like enjoy my partner. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to have to like, you know, sometimes you get like custom requests for things. It's like not really what you're interested in doing, but people pay for something custom. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely my favorite thing too. I love girl on girl as well. Super easy. Girls are always fun to like play with. They really know what they're doing. And then for photos and stuff, I have found lately that I've been enjoying more like natural content. Like, oh, I'm laying on the couch. I'm just watching some TV with just my panties on, you know, whatever. And I think my followers like it too. They're like, oh, I feel like I'm sitting next to my girlfriend, or like my girlfriend's like sexting me while I'm at work or whatever. And I've been enjoying that a lot more. It takes the pressure off from having to take like professional photos or do my makeup and hair and like get ready. And now I can just take more like relaxed, just homey content.
Nice. Yeah. And it is more, I guess, real. Like,
yeah.
That's what it is. And I can definitely see, like, if I'm looking at that, I'm going to be like, hey, that's me. Literally, like, we're all on the couch chilling. But, yeah, that's dope. I'd love it. I love it. So you don't got to do your makeup. You could be reading.
I think people enjoy that too. Like, if you're subscribing to an OnlyFans, unless it's a celebrity, you're most likely buying it because you want amateur content. You want content that was taken on like a cell phone. It feels more personal. It feels more real. And I always tell girls that when they start an OnlyFans, I'm like, take the pressure off of having to make like professional content, because that's not what people are buying. That's not, most of the people are not going to want to be buying that. They're going to want to buy something that feels real. It feels like I get to text my favorite Instagram influencer privately, and I get to like see her private pictures that are just on her phone. They're not shared with anybody else. And I think that is the vibe that more people should go for.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Nice. So how do you feel about celebrities doing OnlyFans?
I don't think I have an opinion on that. I mean, do what you got to do. Although the whole thing with who was that? Bella Thorne. She like scammed a fan, and then it ruined OnlyFans for the rest of us because they like changed a bunch of their TOS.
Yeah.
That was mean. But otherwise, I mean, do what you gotta do, girl. I don't care.
Yeah.
Or guy, I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I think who's that celebrity? There's a celebrity who's like the #1 OnlyFans.
It's a Bad Baby.
No, it's a guy.
It's a guy? Oh.
And he's like, I think he's a music artist. I don't remember his name right now. But
Dang,
he's like the #1 OnlyFans model. And I mean, yeah, I love it. Do it.
Nice. Do you think that they get more, I guess, followers and more inclined to get people to be tipping them because they're celebrities?
You will gain more followers and subscribers as you gain an audience. So it's a good marketing technique. Doesn't matter what kind of content you're posting on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever. But if you're growing as a creator in general, you're going to attract more subscribers. So you don't have to target your videos or your content towards people who will subscribe to an OnlyFans. You just need to target a general audience, make funny videos, because people are going to click on your links and they're going to notice that you have one and they're going to subscribe. Nice. So you don't have to like push that. You just have to be a relatable influencer or a creator that people can be like, oh, that's so funny, haha, I want to go see like more of her or more of him or more of them. So yeah, I mean, they are going to get more subscribers just naturally, just because they have more of an audience.
Yeah.
But I don't think it takes away at all. I don't think there's any competition with OnlyFans at all, actually. Hot take.
Yeah.
But like, I hate this whole thing with girls thinking, oh, it's just a competition. Like, I can't share my secrets. I can't share my marketing tips. Like, I'm not going to lose a subscriber. Like, they can be subscribed to both of us. It's not like they can only be subscribed to one person.
Big facts.
And if they don't want to be subscribed to my content anymore, cool. Like, I'm just not for them. But I'm not going to like hide or gatekeep any tips and tricks. Like, I want my friends to grow. I want to see them blossom and just go viral on the internet.
Right. That's so true. And there's so many people in the world. Like, really, everyone can share it. And even if you don't want to share, there's other people. So is there a model that you'd want to work with?
Yeah, there's one. I kind of want to work with Amaranth. But besides Amaranth, there is a friend of mine named Fandy. And I think she's so hot. I'm sorry if she sees this. But I really want to work with her. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. And we have very different body types, which I think would be like a good contrast.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes. Okay, well, you already heard it. Reach out. Create that content.
TJ waiting for it.
Oh my gosh, I'm not subscribed, guys. Calm down. Oh my goodness. I'll just DM privately and be like, hey, did you do that shoot? I'm definitely mad supportive, so it's all love. Oh my goodness. So when you're creating OnlyFans, I know it always plays a part with your family and your family finding out. How does your family feel about that?
I don't have a great relationship right now with my family, but it isn't due to the kind of work that I do. They've always been supportive. I'm not going to reveal what my family does for work, but one of my family members has like directly worked with a dominatrix, like a pro dominatrix. So they are very like pro sex work, pro all of that. So that was never like a factor. Even my siblings were always like super cool with it. They were like, oh, cool, fun. Like, before I started doing OnlyFans, I was a dancer, and I told my brother, I was so scared he was going to be so weird about it. I was like, hey, so like the reason I've been out so late is because I started doing this and whatever. And he was like, girl, get your bag.
Yeah,
like, do what you want to do. Go for it. And yeah, it was fun. I got to spoil him a little bit too. I started making more money. So I was like, oh, let's take you shopping, bro. Let's go get you some new sweaters or whatever.
I love it.
But I will say with regular, just like average people that I have conversations with, it is kind of weird bringing it up. There is discrimination against sex workers. It's always there. I'm pretty sure it's always going to be there. But it's something that I find myself hesitating to bring up in conversation. Sometimes I'm all about it. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, shock factor. Like, I want to see how you respond. But other times, I don't know. I find myself talking to maybe an older generation, and I'm like, oh, yikes. Like,
you're like,
I don't know how you're going to respond to that, or if you're going to be weird about it, or just like judgmental. Or like, I think already as a woman too, like as a businesswoman, people see you as less than. And then on top of that, being a sex worker, like I'm seen as like bottom tier in some people's eyes. Like, oh, I actually went on a first date, if you have time for a quick story.
Oh yeah, definitely tell us.
About like a year ago, I was like fresh out of a relationship, and I was just like talking to some people on Instagram I had like crushes on or whatever, and I went on a date with this guy, and we had an amazing date. It was like 4 hours long. We were just drinking coffee and eating and talking. We had great conversation. And then right up at the end, we brought up like the OnlyFans thing. I was like, oh, hey, by the way, if you want to continue like talking, I just need you to be okay with like, this is what I do for work, and I will be working with other people. So like, or the possibility might come up. So you need to be okay with that. And he was like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, it's really hard for women out here to get like real jobs. So like, I understand why they're doing it. It's like,
Like,
what? That was so out of pocket. And
you could have just
I
said,
thought he was
okay.
joking. I actually thought he was joking at first because of how
Yeah.
well like rest of the conversation went. He was not kidding. He was like, oh, well, I always thought it was just like a last resort kind of thing. Like you just couldn't get any other job. I was like, do you know how much money I make? Like, you think I do that by force? Like, I'm
at home
forced.
too.
I get to work from home. I get to like have fun with my content. I get to like make my own schedule.
Yeah.
And you think I have to do that because I don't have another choice? Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was so out of pocket.
Needless to say, you didn't talk to him anymore.
No,
right?
dude, he was. I don't even think I blocked him, but we definitely didn't talk anymore. I was like, no, I'm not really interested in like going on another date with you. That was weird.
That's a weird response. Have you gotten other weird responses or people who don't agree?
I think in general, it's always the like, oh, women have it easy, like blah blah blah, that kind of argument. Like, oh, well, just you don't have to actually get a real job. You just get to like take pictures of yourself. I'm like, no, you have to learn. You have to learn marketing. You have to learn scheduling, self-discipline, content creation. You have to learn how to work cameras, lighting.
Exactly.
Like, it is not just like I just take a selfie and I make like $100,000. Like, that's not how that works. You have to actually like put work into it. And actually that's for like in general for content creation. I don't think people understand how much, I mean, look at y'all's setup. Like, I don't think anyone understands how much work you have to put in to entertain an audience. Entertaining is not easy. Even if you couldn't like afford a giant setup and you just had like one little mic and a camera, you have to entertain an audience for an extended amount of time. You have to make content every day that keeps followers coming back. That alone is a full job.
Yep. They don't realize it. Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of jobs just like mixed into one. And especially being a content creator, it is a dope job. I think it's great that we have a platform to be able to be creative and make money this way. But it's definitely still a job. It is definitely still a job. And guys, like you just said, like the number one person on OnlyFans is a man.
Yep.
So y'all have no reason to be like, oh, it's a girl's thing. No, these guys are making this money.
Yeah, women have it easy. Okay.
Oh my gosh, crazy. So how's dating life in Austin?
Good. My boyfriend moved in with me from Atlanta. But he was, funny story, he was planning to move to Austin anyway, and we met online, and I was like, we met on a speed dating show.
Interesting.
Which is so funny. Like normally on Twitch or YouTube, I don't know if they do it on YouTube, but on Twitch there's like a big speed dating meta where like a girl or a guy will be streaming and they'll bring on a girl or a guy or whatever to come and try to like date the streamer. And one of my mods just threw him on and was like, oh, here, whatever, we'll just put this guy on. And everyone kind of knows it's all just for content. Like it's not actually, you're not actually trying to date them or like whatever. It's just to entertain. And he came on and I was like, dang, you're cute. Like, I like you. We were vibing from the first second we started talking. And as soon as my stream ended, I hit him up. I was like, I'm gonna need your number. Like, we're gonna have to FaceTime.
Yeah.
And we ended up FaceTiming for like 3 weeks straight. And then I paid his like dono goal to move out here. And he just moved in with me. It was like the
like,
fastest.
right.
I think we called it like a U-Haul relationship or a U-Haul lesbian relationship, whatever that's called. Like people who move in together super fast. But we're still going strong.
Nice.
But before him, I actually haven't dated anyone that I've met off of like Tinder or like any of those like Bumble, Hinge, any of that stuff. It's always been like meeting someone through a mutual friend or like a bar or a club.
Yeah.
I feel like I just get a vibe better in person and I get to see like, oh, you are who you say you are. You know, you're not like making a fake profile or catfishing.
True.
But I mean, yeah, I think that dating life is good here for the most part. I've had 2 serious relationships prior to my current one, so I haven't done a lot of like flings or whatever in between those. But yeah, for the last 3 years, I mean, it was good.
Nice. Yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah, people can be weird though. Like on those dating apps, it's hard to get in a relationship with someone that you meet on Tinder or Hinge or Bumble or blah, blah, blah. Like all these, because they're usually there for one reason. And it's not to have a long-term relationship or to find your wife, find your husband. Like,
I mean, hey, it
that.
works though. Like,
It is. It's a very quick
work.
way to find someone and to literally, especially if looks are a thing for you, you just swipe left, swipe right.
Yep.
Man. Yeah, y'all get at it. So how do you deal with thirsty photographers when you get to, or I guess before, because now you work specifically with people, but before, how did you deal with thirsty photographers when you show up for a shoot?
That's hard because, especially if you go by yourself, you could be putting yourself in a dangerous situation. If you like don't set boundaries, or if you are just, I don't know, if you don't know how to like stand up for yourself, you could be putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Or if you stand up for yourself and the person is like gets offended by it and gets aggressive, like that could be a really bad situation too.
Yeah.
I fortunately didn't have a lot of like weird IRL interactions. Most of them would be like, you know, after the shoot, and they would get weird over Instagram or like texting or something. But I don't think I had any weird, like I wasn't ever in a situation where I was like, I don't feel safe, or like, this is weird and wrong. Mostly because I didn't work with a ton of photographers before. I just worked with my like select group. But yeah, I mean, that is, I think, a really big fear of female content creators. I mean, even male. Shit, we don't discriminate. There's like weird people out there who just pick up a camera and they're like, I'm a photographer and I will take pictures of you. And a lot of people say yes to that. And
Yeah.
it's scary. It's hard to tell who's real, who's like an actual good person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've done a shoot with and it was a bikini shoot. But it was the summer, and I was like, you know what, let's get it. You know what, he's done a lot. He was like working it up through the message. I get there, we do a good shoot. He actually pays me for another hour. I did not go alone though. I take my friends, someone. Yeah, but then it got so weird afterwards, and it was like, oh my gosh, let me fly you here, let me do this. You are the most this. You deserve magazine. Let me call you, and I was like, it's literally an hour after the shoot. Like, were you holding this all in? Like, that just makes you scared.
Yeah.
Like, what if I was there alone?
Yeah.
Like, weird. Just don't be weird. I'm glad you never went through a situation like in RL. Like, because no.
I will say for like photographers that want to pursue that kind of stuff, go out there and be like, hey, bring a friend if you want. Like, include that in your message. Like, hey, do you want to bring a friend with you? Do you want to bring like your partner with you if you want to feel safer? Like, always making them feel welcome if they want to bring people. I think that helps a lot. Makes you feel more comfortable instead of having to be the one to be like, are you okay if I bring my friend? Like, not to be weird. But yeah, I think opening that space to be like, yes, I would love to bring my friend with me. It just makes you look a little bit less weird.
Yeah, more professional. Like, come on. Huh, so weird. So what are your current thoughts on modeling? Like, has it changed from when you first wanted to be a model?
Specifically with like spicy stuff, because I never did like an agency or anything. I think OnlyFans like changed the game. Like that, I mean, a lot of people, when I was doing like Twitter changes and stuff, like, or Twitter trades and all that kind of stuff, it was very like just like that. Like there wasn't like a specific website for anything. You just kind of had to like sell it through apps or like Reddit and that kind of stuff, and through Cash App, Venmo, which is all sketchy. And you're like, oh, what if like they do like a chargeback or something and they just got my stuff for free? And, or at least there wasn't a website that I was aware of at the time. And then when COVID hit and like cam modeling blew up and OnlyFans blew up and all of that, that like changed the game. I mean, everyone hopped on there. At least I feel like everyone tried it out at some point, or you know someone who tried it out at some point. And I mean, that it was just a game changer, having like something that organized it. And now there's so many apps out there. Now there's so many different websites that you can try. They all have different features. They all do payment processing differently, different fees. And it's, I mean, this is like a whole new social media almost that we've created. It's a whole new section of like, oh, people say, oh, what socials do you have? Like, that's something that you would include now, along with Instagram, along with Twitter, along with Snapchat.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a job in itself. So it's like, how are you not gonna explain like, hey, this is my job? Like, this is one of my content. You just don't go, oh, here's my Instagram, here's my Twitter. It's like, go look at my link tree and you can see everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know you were saying that you do Twitch. So how'd you get into Twitch streaming?
I started streaming just about a year ago now. One of my friends from a photo shoot actually invited me to come on to her stream, and I like at the time all I thought Twitch was just like boys that game. Like I didn't know it had been so it had grown so much. There's like a bunch of people on there. There's so many different categories. There's like hot tubs and all different types of games. There's sleeping streams. There's podcasts. There's live TV, music, all that stuff. Just chatting. And when I came on, I was like, this is so interesting. Like I have never seen this kind of streaming before. I all I know was like cam modeling, and then there was like Twitch, which was what I thought was like gaming. Like you have to be like really good at games, or you have to be like really funny to do well on there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and so my friend invited me on to like come and hang out with her chat and just kind of like get a feel for it. I was like, this is kind of fun. So I think I went on like 2 or 3 of her streams, and I ended up making a Twitch myself. I actually had one from like 2 years prior, and I played one World of Warcraft stream, and then my computer crashed.
Oh,
I was
dang.
like, okay. And then, so I got back into like just chatting. I played a little bit of World of Warcraft, a little bit of games here and there, community games, hanging out with the viewers. And it just kind of like blew up. I started doing collabs with people, started doing more like IRL streaming. I was streaming like 5 or 6 days a week for at least a couple hours. I was really consistent with it, promoting. And then as other socials grew, it grew as well. I am taking kind of like a break right now from it. Just have a lot going on in my personal life. But I love Twitch. I mean, it's so interesting as a streamer talking to your chat, and you feel like you're actually having like a conversation with people. Like it doesn't feel like you're talking to a camera. It feels like you're engaging with these people that you've grown with. I mean, these people have been following me for like a year, and they're in my chat every time I stream, and I talk with them. I know about their personal life and things going on. We check on each other. I even have a few of my like mods and really close viewers, like have their numbers, and we call each other and we talk and catch up. I've never met these people in my life, but
that's nice though.
on Twitch we call that parasocial. Like
parasocial.
When you develop a connection with someone that you've like never met before. Called like parasocial Andy, like a guy who's like obsessed with this streamer. He like has never met them before, and he's like, I love you. And you're like, you're my everything. But
you're like heart.
Yeah.
All love.
But yeah, I mean Twitch, I mean any kind of streaming like that, I think it helped a lot of people get through COVID too, and quarantine, like connecting people. I think that's when it really started blowing up, is being able to connect with community still, and feeling like you still have like a social life and a social presence, but you're not putting yourself at risk at all.
Yeah, that's cool. So what's your favorite thing to stream on Twitch?
If I'm being honest, I love streaming games. I love streaming World of Warcraft. I love streaming like Minecraft and playing that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, my viewership doesn't really enjoy that. I've kind of built my community around like hot tub streaming and just chatting, streaming, you know, the classic like big cleavage shirts and stuff. But I do have like a smaller community that enjoys like my World of Warcraft streams. They're like, oh, do this quest and like go here and whatever, and they like backseat gaming, which I really love, and I wish that I built a community for that when I first started. I wish I took the fast route. I was like, oh, well, just chatting will make me go viral. I'll do well on here doing this category, or doing the hot tub bikini streams. Like it'll get me more viewers. But I didn't think about the fact that when I go back to doing what I really want to do on Twitch, I'm going to lose all that viewership. That's all that they're interested in.
Yeah,
so.
I feel that. It's so hard. It's like, dang. We switch up what we want to do like every day. So it's like, dang, now you got to stick to it.
So maybe when I come back from my break, I'll do some more gaming stuff, something I actually want to do. But
nice.
Not that I don't like just chatting. It's just after like an hour of talking, you kind of like run out of things to talk about. And you're like, cool, all right.
See ya later.
ASMR? I did a little bit of ASMR, I think. I think I did like a few streams, but I didn't have really like mics for it.
Does it feel weird when you do it too at first? Because it looks like, I've listened to
background conversation. My bad.
Jen's asking, how does she feel about it?
I don't mind ASMR actually. I kind of like it. I used to do story time ASMR. I never did like the licking stuff, like licking the mic. But yeah, no.
I wonder
but
how that sounds. I'm definitely not gonna try it right now. Oh my god, this mic. I don't know how many miles has been on here. Just saying.
How do you feel about TikTok? I know you're heavy on TikTok.
I love TikTok. I love TikTok. I think everybody loves consuming content on TikTok. Like scrolling, just scroll for hours. But creating is exhausting for TikTok.
Yeah.
Honestly, having to push like 2 to 3 different videos a day on TikTok, oh my god, like I have to wake up and like go through the feed and find something that is like relatable for me or like my content, or I can put like a spin on it that makes it relatable. And then I have to make the video and get ready to make the video, like put the makeup on and the hair and stuff and put on a cute outfit and make the video, and then it gets like 1,000 views and you're like, cool, okay.
You're like, oh, I wanted 1.2 million.
Right.
Sad. I feel that.
You're like, I just put in like 3 hours of effort and it didn't even do well for my account. But I like TikTok. I think it's fun. I think when you are in the right mood for it and you have a good idea, it is really exciting. But those days where you're just not really feeling it, it's tiring. There's always, it kind of brings back to that like real job thing where it's like, oh, well, everyone can scroll TikTok and scroll the For You page and enjoy it, but everything that you're watching, someone made that. Someone spent time making that, so you can watch it, so you can laugh at it.
Right. It's work. It really is.
A lot of mental work, mostly.
Big facts. So I saw you went to EDC in Orlando.
Yes.
It was a vibe. So is that your favorite genre?
Oh yeah, I'm a big dubstep fan.
Nice.
I love heavy bass, headbanging, like all that kind of music.
Okay, so you're the one where it's like the circle opens and you're like, this is my time.
Yes.
This is my time to shuffle. I am going to turn up.
Oh, I don't shuffle. I break my neck. I'm on the rail.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that is
me.
intense. We need that video.
Oh, I have so many, but no, I love dubstep. I love EDM. That's definitely my like top genre of music.
Nice.
I think when I was in middle school, I think everybody went through like a Skrillex phase for
yeah.
for like a little bit. And I kind of got stuck in that phase. Like I never really grew out of it. And I denied it for so many years. When I was in high school, I was like, I'm going to get bullied if I listen to this kind of music. I denied my interest in it for so long. And when I got out of high school and I got back into like the clubs and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I've been missing this for years. I miss this music. I miss the way it makes me feel. But raves as a whole are like a whole different energy. It's a lot of drugs, a lot of a lot of partying.
Yeah, you're tripping. You're in space.
I actually go to raves sober. That might surprise people, but I wouldn't consider myself a rave mom yet, but I'm not big into like drugs or alcohol, especially like rave drugs, because those are just a whole nother thing. But I honestly love feeling the music naturally raise my like dopamine levels. Like you can feel it when you listen to a song or when the bass drops and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's relatable at all, but
No, it definitely is, because when the like if the bass is really that good, you don't need to be on drugs or to be drinking to feel the waves of energy. Like it definitely makes your heart beat, because I'm not like that either.
Pure happiness around you too. Like everyone that you're looking at has a smile on their face, they're having a good time.
Yeah, it's all about
beautiful.
the energy.
Yeah,
I love it. So what do you think about the Austin music scene?
I think we need more EDM here. Genuinely,
That's true. Yeah,
I think house is a pretty big genre for clubs right now, like tech house, bass house, that kind of stuff. It's pretty popular. Drum and bass is even kind of getting there. But I do know, like with my close friends who are very into like heavier music, we just don't really have a lot of clubs or venues that support that full time. So it's a little annoying going out and like always having to listen to music that you're not really interested in, or just like the daily hits or whatever is trending. But I know that there's not a big market for it, so there probably won't be like a huge change in that. We probably won't have a lot of bars or clubs start doing that kind of stuff, but
Have you heard of the Concourse Project?
yeah.
Have you been there?
They're kind of far out there though. They're by like the airport. I've been there a few times. But I mean like a bar. Like if you go to like 6th Street.
Yeah, there's no more of those.
No, there's none of that anymore.
Yeah, they play the same music literally at almost every bar you walk into. It's like, damn, I just heard Usher. Like, and then on top of that, they're playing old Usher. I cannot. Man, okay. So do you have any up and coming projects?
Ooh. Besides that event that I talked about, we're calling it Austin Goes Wild. Right now, I just got like a new job exactly a month ago now. And I've just been kind of steady going at that. And then starting up the Austin Goes Wild event. But other than that, not really. I mean, I think we talked about before we went live, I don't really celebrate holidays too much. I didn't grow up like religious. And then, after I moved out, it was just my brother and I, and we would just go to like P. Terry's on Christmas and just get like a burger or something, trade like a $25 Amazon gift card. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling the Christmas spirit a little, or the holiday spirit, I should say, a little bit this year. I got one of those like mini Christmas trees. They're like this big. Cute, and I think we're going to just make some like little ornaments for it. And I did get some Christmas lights because I was like, all right, I'll put some Christmas lights up, I guess. I'm putting them in my house, though. I'm not putting them on the street.
Facts.
I don't have a tall enough ladder for that. I have like a little tiny step stool that you just keep in your apartment or whatever.
You're like, this might reach the top of my ceiling.
Yeah, if I stand like on my tippy toes, I could probably reach it.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have any events or anything coming up.
And when did you say the Austin Goes Wild? When are you planning to throw that?
So we just did the last event 2 weeks ago, and the next weekend will be December 17th and 18th.
Nice. Okay. Y'all tune in.
Excited.
Tap in.
Thank you. It'll be all over Instagram.
Yes. I love it. And where can they find you on Instagram, Twitch, OF, everything?
Everything is Raven Goes Wild except for TikTok. It's Raven Goes Wild 2. But yeah, everything is Raven Goes Wild. All of it.
Nice. I love it. Well, it was so dope having you.
One more question.
Oh.
Are you listening to any Austin artists?
Yes. He's a Twitch streamer. His name is Ambish. And he makes really good music. Very good friend of mine too.
Ambish. We're going to have to check him out.
Any hip hop rappers?
Yeah, he's a rapper. Well, it's kind of like R&B more. A little bit more R&B.
Have you heard of a guy named Quinn NFN?
I have not.
He's one of the bigger rappers that made it out of Austin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he's definitely for the rap community.
I wish I enjoyed rap more. I know it's very popular, especially now. I feel like it's really popular now. Like that's like
most
the top
popular genre.
Yeah, it's definitely a top genre now, and female rap too.
Oh yeah,
but
females are killing it.
I like the female stuff. I think my problem with rap, and I'm sorry if this offends anybody, but it's very derogatory towards women. And that's what I don't like about it. And even female rappers do it with men. They're like so derogatory. Like, oh, well, I'm better than men and eat men and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't really, I don't like this. This is not very like good vibes.
Facts. You're like, I just want the good vibes.
I wish we could
positivity.
Positivity. Positive rap.
Yeah. Where are those at?
Christian rap.
Hey, gospel rap is low-key pretty
rap.
good. It is. Y'all would listen to it and be like, dang, I didn't even know this was gospel.
Lecrae is pretty good.
Facts.
I'll have to check it out.
Well, dope. Well, you got any more questions, D?
Nah, I'm good.
Nice. Well, it was super dope having you. We have a little happy holidays. A little gift
for me. Thank you. Wow.
Some special
Do I
Top
open
Austin
it?
Media. Yeah, you
Do I
can.
open it on stream?
Oh.
I got...
That's literally our faces.
We got a t-shirt. What?
That's cute.
Our faces on a t-shirt?
I know. I'm like,
gonna wear this
that's me.
all the time. And we have a Pop Austin Media t-shirt.
Official.
Gonna wear this all the time too. That feels soft. I can't even feel it through the fabric.
Good materials.
Is this Jurassic World? I don't want to say this is. It's not a. What are those called?
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it's not a Hot Wheels, right? It is a Hot Wheels.
Is it?
I don't think it's like a branded Hot Wheels, but it is a Hot Wheels.
Hey.
Jurassic World Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice. It was so dope having you. We definitely need to have you on again for sure. Make sure y'all tune in. Y'all can follow her at Raven Goes Wild on everything. TikTok is Raven Goes Wild 2.
The first one got banned.
Dang. Yeah, and you can't reuse the username?
No, see that too. I'm like, why don't you just give us the username back? Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
or like after like 6 months or so, you're like, oh, okay, this username's available again.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
Doesn't make any sense. It's so weird. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. This is TJ the DJ. Y'all are tuning in to Pop Austin Media and Raven Goes Wild. And we'll see y'all next time.